Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, Lifestyle and Fashion Tea. Please listen to this story. This is an
Hey
IRS
everyone, it's
worker
KJ11
who
from Michelle
lost
Choi.
his
Today I
job.
spoke
This
with a
is
former IRS
heartbreaking.
employee here in
Something
Houston. He's
has
one of
got
thousands
to
of federal
give.
workers who were abruptly laid off this week. He shared exclusively with us his heartbreaking story and his message to those in power. Here's the full raw sit-down interview I had with him. How are you feeling?
Numb, confused, sad, angry, lost. Lost is probably it. You know, trying to pick up the pieces, trying to figure out what's next. Yeah.
Do you have any plans right now?
Take a break, regroup, reflect. Yeah, that's my plans for currently.
What did you do? What was your role there?
I was a tax exempt officer. I dealt with nonprofit organizations and compliance, and that's what I did. Just make sure they were in compliance with non-discriminatory clauses in their website, or if they marked the wrong box, basically it's more of a teacher. The IRS is not there to come after you. They're there to show you how to do it right. And so you just connect with different people's organizations, find out what they do, their purpose, their missions, and you fall in love with them. And some people are doing wrong, and some people are doing right. And the people that are doing right, I want to help them. I want to teach them to be better. My background's in finance, but I love people. I love connecting with people. And what I did, I only got a taste of it. I just came from training 2 weeks ago, and I started my first cases. And I started talking to these taxpayers, these organizations, started to get to know what they're about. And, I fell in love with it. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to show my skill and sharpen my craft. I was happy to go to work every day. I woke up. I was online 24/7. Researching, learning, trying to gather some of everything to make sure I'm doing the right thing to these organizations.
But before you could even spread your wings, what happened?
I got word via the internet that Doge and the president were having a mandate that they wanted to downsize the federal government, and the IRS was next. This was probably over the weekend. Monday was President's Day, and when I got into the office Tuesday, there was just a buzz going around, uncertainty. People were franticking. You could see the morale go down. No one knew who was going to be targeted. It was just, you couldn't focus. You couldn't do your job.
You knew somebody was going to be on the chopping block regardless.
Correct.
When did you get the official notice, or was there an official notice?
We never got official notice. I got word from managers that had to be in the office yesterday, and we waited there all day until maybe 12, 1 o'clock. And then it was kind of like a firing range. They lined us up, took our equipment, and sent us home. Yeah.
Who took your equipment?
Management took the equipment. We had union reps watching, making sure that everything was done correctly. I was never given termination notice. Reason why? I've only been praised by my management for all the work I've been doing. I studied hard for 4 months, went to training for 7 weeks, and I couldn't even do my job. the taxpayer money that was wasted alone, it bewilders me. I spent 7 weeks away from my home, away from my family, away from my friends, sacrificing for the American people, and this is what I get. Not even a thank you, not even a, this is why we're letting you go, just get out.
I guess, what are your thoughts on the fact that the Trump administration is saying that they're doing this for efficiency? They're doing this to save American taxpayers money. Do you agree with their decision?
With my background in finance and economics, there's always a trickle-down effect. According to the numbers, I believe there was 80,000 more workforce, or total workforce of the U.S. government. Now, I know 6,600 of them don't have a job. That means they cannot buy food for their families, they cannot pay their rent, they cannot pay their light bills or utilities, they cannot pay the housekeeper, the lawn man, they cannot pay to get essential things for themselves. And if someone's been there less than 6 months, you don't qualify for unemployment. You don't qualify for those things. So you're just out on the limb. You have to find a new job pronto.
How do you feel about that? The fact that the Trump administration appears to be targeting probation employees because they don't have certain benefits or protection yet?
To me, it's not fair. You get excited to know that you got a landed a job, a lifetime career, and the pay is not great. The public sector pays a lot more, but you take the sacrifices because you want to serve the people. Me particularly, I wanted to serve the people. I could have taken any other job. I could have took anything else. I waited a year. I applied for this job in December of 2023. I got chose in, I believe, May. I actually got on the job in September. And it was just a back and forth thing. I waited a year to be fired, to not know anything.
What's the sentiment right now between you and some of your colleagues who've been let go since yesterday? You said in your office building alone, you believe there might be upwards of 50 people?
Correct. People are just confused. They don't know where to go. Like I said, we haven't even got a termination letter. Our union reps told us they were fighting for us. It's a lot of confusion, a lot of sadness.
Are you guys in limbo right now? Do you even know if you're officially fired?
We don't know. We don't know. According to executive order, we are. We have not gotten any official notice. So who knows? Who knows? I know that some of the unions in other departments have gotten restraining orders to stop some of this legislation. And they say they're working on it for the Treasury Department. So all we do is hope and pray.
Do you want your job back?
I would love my job back. I would love it back. To serve the American people and talk to the people that I've talked to, I would love my job back. It would take a little while for the morale to go back up, for me to feel confident enough that I know I have job security, but I would love my job back. I would love it back.
What's going through your mind? I see that you're getting emotional right now.
I worked hard, studied. Excited. I was so excited to learn the job. I was telling my management I was going to be the best. They can count on me. Yeah, it's not like I have no say-so. Like they just toss you away. corporate America was like this, not the government. I thought the government takes care of their people. No matter if you're a service member or you're a public servant, the government has a duty to take care of their people. And this is not taking care of your people.
If you could relay a message to the president, what do you want him to hear?
Come down to our level. You're in the clouds. You don't see the big picture. You don't see us. You see your agenda. And that's fine. But don't forget about the little people that got you there. The everyday Americans, the farmers, the ranchers, the people who depended on you, the people who voted for you. You're turning your back on them. And that's not right. That is not right. I don't know what's coming in the future, but it's very uncertain. And I hear a lot of chatter. And where there's chatter, there's noise. Where there's noise, there's going to be a riot. You know,
Do you think these layoffs could have been handled better, Jason? Do you feel like the way it was executed was unfair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk us through exactly what happened yesterday. So you got the email the day before saying everybody needs to come into the office. And so you immediately knew, along with your colleagues, that something was up, right?
I knew Tuesday. No, I lied. I knew yesterday. I got the email in the morning. I started saying my goodbyes to my upper management.
Before any official word
Correct.
was given.
Correct. We see what they did to the other departments. Started saying my goodbyes. I didn't know what else was going to happen. I told everybody thank you. And the next day I went to the office and everybody's just standing around. No work is getting done.
And that's yesterday.
That is yesterday.
So you're sitting at your desk. You're still able to log in, check your emails, but you said the programs you use for your work walk me through what happened.
Started losing access to communication to my management and other employees. Programs that we use to do our work went away. The only thing we had access to was the internet and email. Prior to that, several months, I think a month or two ago, they sent a letter, a fork in the road email. The same email they sent to the Twitter employees. Either you resign in 8 months, or you be, in other words, if you resign, you have 8 months to work, then you'll be fired. Or you can just be fired when we get ready to come to you.
And that was when?
It was maybe about a month ago, maybe in January sometime.
Everybody in the office got that email?
Everybody in the Treasury Department. Every employee.
And so at that point, you guys already have an idea people are being let go.
Yes.
And what decision did you make?
I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna give up. You know, I earned this job. I'm qualified for this job. I'm excited about this job. I want to help the taxpayer. I want to help these organizations. I want to be the teacher. I want to be the voice they hear, to have confidence in this country, as far as being a taxpayer.
And then it was this week that once you heard what the Trump administration was doing, that you guys were bracing for the official notice, and you received that, you said, on Tuesday, right, from your managers?
Correct.
To come into the office, but they didn't give you why they were asking, just...
Nope, it was yesterday. Yesterday gave us a notice to come into the office. Yesterday gave us a notice to come into the office, and yesterday, day before yesterday, it was Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday,
So Wednesday they
Wednesday.
sent you the email.
Correct. Wednesday they sent me the email. So we were in the office yesterday, and we just stood there and wait. Hurry up and wait.
So after you started losing access to the programs you normally are able to use, how much longer before your managers came in and you said they lined you guys up and said to turn in your IDs? Or if you could kind of walk us through that too.
We got an email to come down to a certain room. They said you need to turn in all your equipment, your laptop, your printer, all your computer equipment, your ID, your badge ID, your pocket ID, which is like a government issued federal ID, and they gave us 2 pieces of paper, which is some legislation, and that was it.
What was on that paper?
Just your duties to the IRS as a separated employee. When you're separated from the IRS and Treasury Department, you are entitled to be subpoenaed. You're entitled to be. You have entitlements, and you cannot, disclose what you learned or procedures or policies of the IRS or the Treasury Department, or you will be handled correctly. Pretty much, you'll be dealt with, with lawsuits or anything, legal wise.
Why did you decide to speak out?
I was hurt. I felt like I had no choice. I had no voice. This was the only way I had a voice. I can't go to Washington and go in the Oval Office. I can't contact my congressman. He's too busy. He doesn't want to hear me. I tried to reach out. This is the only way I can get people to hear what happened. A real situation about someone that loves to work and loves their job. A just everyday person just trying to get their piece of the American pie. And it was taken away. This is not America.
What does this termination mean for you and your family? I know you're a father of 4.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have to. I have no choice. I'll lose everything. Everything we built.
Because this job, while it may, as you mentioned, not have been the highest paying job, it was stability for you guys.
Very stability. I was looking for a good retirement package, and it was somewhere I'd love to be. I was happy. I can not be any happier. I had the best boss. I had the best job. The skills I learned throughout my professional career, I was putting in place, and I felt like somebody. I felt like I could do a difference, like a small superhero.
And all that taken away from you in an instant, you felt like.
Yeah.
I have to ask, what impact do you think this decision will have when it comes to the future of the IRS?
For one, it's the morale. These people that love to come to work every day may not love coming to work every day. These people that are there now may be scared to lose their job. Some people have been there 30 plus years, and they don't know what's the next coming for the IRS.
Do you think it won't end with just people who've been on the probation period? Do you think they will eventually come after longtime employees as well?
I believe that they're going to start putting more scrutiny on the employee, more pressure. That they're going to try to make more quotas. There's no quotas at all now, but I believe they're going to start categorizing who's the best and who's the worst, putting more pressure on them to be the best, and if not, they'll find a way how to terminate them.
Now, the government is saying that these layoffs are not going to have any implications when it comes to tax season. This is happening in the heart of tax season right now. Do you agree?
I don't agree. Everything that we do in the Internal Revenue Service, it's hand in hand. people that's dealing with businesses, people that's dealing with taxpayers' returns. Every department has a probationary employee. Every department will be impacted. I don't know how severely, but the people will start seeing the impact soon.
You think American taxpayers will be impacted? Do you believe it'll have a trickle-down effect, the layoffs that are occurring right now?
Correct. Yeah, I believe that audits will take longer. I believe that people won't get their refunds, or questions they have won't get answered. It could go across the board for any situation. Identity theft. You might not have a representative. You might have to wait. If someone steals your identity, it could impact all of us.
Your final thoughts, Jason?
I just want my job back. I just want to go to work. I just want to work. I want my job back. I want the unions to fight. I want the legislation to be reversed. Let us work. Let us do what they employed us to do, what we took our oath to do.
Let me know in the comments how you feel about this interview. But I also want to know if anyone is going through anything like this, whether it's you yourself, a family member, a close friend, anyone. I would like to read the comments and how you are holding on right now. I pray that God blesses everyone. I truly do. I truly, truly do. And on the way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.